INFJs are some of the kindest and most caring people you will ever meet. It's simple: when you have a personality type that is concerned with the well-being of others, you will be a nicer person. We have already gone into the personality of INFJs, now let's go into some of the reasons why INFJs never fight. First, they are always looking for a peaceful resolution to any conflict. There are many reasons why INFJs might not fight. They may be more interested in finding a peaceful solution to any conflict rather than engaging in an altercation. Additionally, INFJs may have a strong belief that fighting is not the best way to resolve a problem. Instead, they may prefer to work together to find a resolution that is both fair and equitable for all parties involved. Second, they value consensus more than anything else. There are many reasons why INFJs may never fight. Perhaps one of the most important things that INFJs value is consensus. They believe that if everyone involved in a disagreement is on the same page, then there is a much better chance of resolving the issue peacefully and cooperatively. This philosophy often leads INFJs to work diligently to find common ground with others before engaging in heated arguments or disagreements. Additionally, INFJs often place a great deal of importance on personal relationships and consider it important to maintain positive relationships with those around them. If there is an argument or conflict between them and someone they care about, they may choose to avoid getting embroiled in the conflict altogether rather than risk damaging their relationship. Third, they are often more diplomatic than others, and will work to find a solution that everyone can agree on. There are a few reasons why INFJs may not fight. First, they may be more diplomatic than others and try to find a solution that everyone can agree on. This can be helpful in maintaining relationships and avoiding conflict. Additionally, INFJs may feel that they don't have the strength or resources to win a fight, so they may choose to avoid it altogether. Fourth, they are often introverted and don't enjoy being in the spotlight. INFJs are often introverted and don't enjoy being in the spotlight. They prefer to focus on their own thoughts and feelings, and may struggle to assert themselves. As a result, they may be less likely to fight or get into arguments. Fifth, they often have a strong sense of empathy, which makes them particularly sensitive to other people's feelings. There are several reasons why INFJs might never fight. First, they often have a strong sense of empathy, which makes them particularly sensitive to other people's feelings. This can make them reluctant to hurt or upset anyone, even if they think that it's necessary for the greater good. Second, INFJs tend to focus on understanding and solving problems rather than fighting or winning. They believe that better solutions can be found if everyone involved is on the same page and working towards a common goal. Finally, INFJs value harmony and balance in their lives, which means that fighting could disrupt these delicate balances and upset everyone involved. Sixth, they are often very laid back and patient, which can make them difficult to anger or upset. There are many theories on why INFJs do not fight as often as other personality types. Some say that they are often very laid back and patient, which can make them difficult to anger or upset. Additionally, INFJs may be more focused on understanding people and their motivations than physically attacking them. This makes them less likely to resort to physical violence when conflict arises. Seventh, they are usually very intelligent and articulate, which can make them persuasive when they want to be. They also have a strong sense of intuition, which can give them an edge in some situations. However, INFJs are often reluctant to fight because they believe that it will only lead to more conflict. This is because INFJs tend to see violence as the ultimate manifestation of their own emotions and weaknesses. Eighth, they often have a strong sense of ethics and morals, which makes it difficult for them to engage in any kind of destructive behavior. There are a few reasons why INFJs generally don't fight. First, they generally have a strong sense of ethics and morals, which makes it difficult for them to engage in any kind of destructive behavior. This is because INFJs believe that actions have consequences, and they often choose not to act out in order to avoid hurting others or causing damage. Additionally, INFJs often view themselves as pacifists and believe that violence is unnecessary and counterproductive. As a result, INFJ individuals are usually hesitant to get involved in conflicts or disagreements, especially if they feel like they can't win. Ninth, they recognize that the issue is not debatable at all. There are a few different explanations for why INFJs never fight. Some believe that they simply don't see the point, as there is little chance of winning and thus no real reward. Others believe that INFJs recognize the importance of cooperation and working together to achieve a common goal, which is why they rarely resort to violence. Whatever the reason may be, it appears to be an uncommon trait among INFJs. 10th, they are aware that they do not have to agree with everyone, and that being overly defensive depletes their energy. There are a few possible explanations for why INFJs don't engage in physical conflict. First, they may be aware that they do not have to agree with everyone, and that being overly defensive depletes their energy. In addition, INFJs may believe that compromise and negotiation are more effective methods of resolving disagreements than fighting. Finally, INFJs may view conflict as a drain on emotional and physical resources, and believe that it is better to focus on more positive pursuits. INFJs are often drawn to positions of leadership because they are seen as more peaceful and communicative than others. They value consensus more than anything else, and will work to find a solution that everyone can agree on. They are often introverted, and don't enjoy being in the spotlight. This can make it difficult for them to get angry or upset, which can make them difficult opponents. They are usually very intelligent and articulate, which can make them persuasive when they want to be.